Hey, all, join us today on the podcast. We got some great things lined up. The Pivot Shuttle LT just got released.
It's got 5 things.
It's got 5 things and some other stuff too.
More than 5.
More than 5. We got some updates on the Rallon RS.
That thing is a whole new concept.
It's E as an equalizer.
Yeah.
And Spinal Tap. This one goes to 11.
Join us. It's a good one.
The pathbikeshop.
The show was on.
I had the biggest smile on my face.
Taking it to a whole new level.
Pitch and bike shred signal.
If you have like a angry style.
Yeah, work hard, play hard. We've had some good times.
It's February 4th, 2026. Welcome to the Path Podcast. My name is Tani.
And you're here with Auk.
I'm here with Auk.
Yeah.
What was that sound?
I was like, whoo-wee. I can't believe that the year is 10% of the way done.
Hoo-wee.
Ooh-wee.
Whoa, since you put it that way. Yeah. Here we are.
Here we are. I keep thinking that my birthday is like 6 months away. My birthday's in June. And my birthday's actually only like 4 months away.
Maybe we'll have to do some sort of ride or trip or something.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So anyways, happy February 4th.
Happy February 4th, everybody.
All right.
Did you see we're a Cannondale dealer?
I did.
Yeah. They had some kind of categories and price points that we were having a hard time filling.
Got it.
And they've joined the Pond family.
Oh, okay.
Which means they have good resources and good kind of upper leadership.
Right.
And felt like a good time to partner with them. Some good deals we got.
I was looking. Can you share those?
So aluminum habits starting off like around $2,300 with like really decent parts. And then carbon habits starting off, and habits kind of like a all mountain trail.
Yep.
Habits carbon one starting off around $3,300.
Oh man.
With like kind of, I think that one has DT350 hubs if I remember.
Oh man,
like,
right.
Like solid.
Yeah, totally. You'll never have to replace those hubs.
These bikes have like top tier RockShox forks, like Pikes.
Got it.
And lyrics and stuff.
Yeah.
And then same story with similar price points on scalpels, which are full on XE.
Right.
Really light.
Yeah.
So those were categories we've been selling a lot of Giants in those categories.
Yeah.
And Giant doesn't have any of they don't have any of those types of bikes in like medium and large to sell us right now. So it gave an opportunity for a relationship to form.
Cool.
And here's to hopefully many years of goodness.
Yeah, completely. And so when you think of those, that kind of, not necessarily a scalpel, guess if you think scalpel, think like Anthem.
Yep. And like pretty much every bike we sell, they ship free to everywhere in the U.S.
Nice. And,
sorry, what was that?
And the Habit is kind of like, I think like in the same class as a Trans.
Like a Trans X.
Yeah, Trans X. Yep, that's fantastic.
And then there's also Habit LTs, which are a step past that towards kind of full all mountain enduro, even a little bit.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's fantastic. And Yolanda Neff is on there, is one of their riders.
That's so cool.
Yeah. So
full disclosure, sometimes I'm like shockingly ignorant of certain pro athletes in the sport. And Auk said that before the show. And I was like, you asked me, is she?
Right.
And I said, if you think she is, she probably is.
And I had to check. And I was trying to think of her name, the whole drive over here. I was thinking about, the path in Cannondale. And I was like, man, yeah, Lucas Shaw was dating her for a while.
Yeah.
And then I was like, God, why can't I think of her name? And then it just came to me, Yolanda Neff.
When you're as obsessed as I am with kind of all the intricacies of bikes and riding, it's kind of, there's not always tons of space to follow the pro athletes real closely.
Right.
Then the ones I follow, the ones that draw my attention first will be the like downhill enduro athletes. Right. So that's where I'm at.
And so sort of along what you just said, did you see on Instagram a couple of pro riders riding local trails? Asa Vermette and Aaron Gwynn came and they were riding Telonics.
No, but I bet they shredded it to pieces.
Oh my gosh.
I have seen some other videos lately of people gapping the Volkswagen Rock and having sick fast lines down the waterfall.
I think it's because Austin Vermette and Aaron Gwynn were riding there, and now people are posting. I noticed an uptick in number of people posting it. Yeah. Below Volkswagen Rock, and remember that one time we rode, and it was one of I forget who it was. First time they were riding, maybe they're international rider, and the guy scorpioned.
Oh my gosh, off Ash Hill.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Okay.
That I really was concerned
Yeah.
that the next moments were going to be very ugly.
Yeah.
And that they might include someone not walking again. That was really scary.
Yeah. So on Ash Hill, to see these pro riders like gapping, and then the chicane below there.
Yeah, when you gap off the top of Ash Hill, even if you do everything you can to slow down before that chicane, it's still rowdy.
Yeah. And I think they're actually trying to go fast.
Oh, I'm
right?
certain.
They come around that corner into Ash Hill, and it's as fast as they can.
Also, honestly, too, that's if you kind of like soft send it.
Right.
If you full send it and scrub it, which I've never done because I'm scared.
Right, exactly.
Like, which I'm sure they're doing.
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh, the speed you would carry into
Exactly.
that chicane section.
Was
Man, I found one time I was following Teague. Remember Teague through there?
Yeah.
This is one of the worst crashes I've ever seen. Like, we were going through there and I was following him through, and he like just came to a stop, and like he crashed so hard on that chicane section that he must have, the deceleration was alarming.
Oh my gosh. Because if you don't get the timing right, you're gonna nose into the wrong side of the chicane.
Those turns come up really fast on each other.
Yeah.
And
you could end up completely turning the wrong way into one of them.
yes, like if you're not a super skilled rider, even just getting through that, well, there's different challenges in getting through it at different speeds, right?
Right.
But like even at slow speeds, that section can be tricky.
Right.
Not so much the chicanes, but the section before it can be tricky at slow speeds.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, sick.
Yeah.
Sick riders are sick.
And I had to watch the Volkswagen Rock segment like multiple times, because
So some people hit that pre-jump or that like built-up lip that's
Yeah.
off to the side, and some people I noticed were just gapping off the rock transition.
That's exactly it. I was like, wait a second, what is that?
So back in the day, the pre-jump or the built lip wasn't there,
Yeah.
and I always wanted to make that gap.
Right.
And I felt like it was like sort of within my limits.
Right.
Like, especially, so anyway, one time I tried it and I didn't fully commit, and I probably should have,
Right.
but I got away with it. So I cased there's the little hump that you have to double over.
Yeah.
I kind of like front wheel, rear wheel, kerplunk cased
Oh,
it
no, right.
at like pretty good speed. And then that created like a secondary
Right.
like front wheel, rear wheel.
Yep.
And then before, there's like that roll in's coming up pretty fast.
Yeah,
right?
totally,
Like,
totally.
Yeah, I was kind of out of control coming to that roll in and just barely survived.
Yeah. And that roll in, they're just straight sending it off of that.
Oh, that's a gap that are hooking off of that. That makes
Yeah.
sense. Although I question if that's actually the fact. I wonder if that's when you roll that, do you kind of take the off to the right line?
Maybe.
I honestly don't know if this is an option with the speeds
yeah.
they're going.
Yeah.
But when you're there's that right line where you can kind of pump the transition and get even more speed.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
It may not be realistic. I don't know.
Yeah, right.
And also too, like kind of maybe inconsequential
Right.
compared to just full send.
Right. Yeah, I mean, watching the full send, it made it look like what I do off of a curb.
I think maybe next time I ride that on a downhill bike, I might try sending it off of that, because I do find that transition to be a little like awkward, and it might be nice to just
because it might,
hard to say.
Yeah.
Trying to picture what that'd be like, maybe like a 5-foot drop.
Probably.
Something like that. Depends on which part of the rock you take off from.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyways, that was impressive. So that's what World Cup riders can do. And I think, Yolanda Neff on cross country is probably doing equally stunning things.
Yeah, and I feel yes. And I feel like when you see a rider on that level ride trails that you're really familiar with, it's enlightening if you see it on video.
Right.
But if you see it in person, it's like even
more enlightening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just even the noises.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like, it was, it's pretty cool watching that. The floating, just, yeah. Anyways, it was cool.
I have a surprise.
You do?
I got a push fork. I got a 9-1.
What?
Yep. Should go on my bike soon. It would have been on there sooner if I hadn't had some issues.
Oh, nice.
And I think I might need to make a correction.
Okay.
Okay, so somewhere along the line, I got crossed up on one of the features on the 9-1 fork.
Okay.
And I don't know if I was crossed up on the podcast or not.
I see.
But I'm just going to say the correct thing.
Okay.
The little silver knob on the top of the left leg,
Okay.
it turns on and off the hydraulic bottom out.
Okay. I don't know if he...
Somewhere along the line, I don't remember when or how, I came under the impression that it was turning on and off the air.
Got it.
But it's not. It's the hydraulic bottom.
Got it.
So Joel was in the shop and he's like, "You said this does this, right?" And I was like, "I think so." And he was like pushing on. I was like, "I don't feel anything." I was like, "Me neither." So I had to
Look it up.
look into it a little more. I was like, "Oh,
Yeah. It's probably because you don't feel it until the bottom out.
right."
Right.
And even then, it's kind of compression damping, which is speed sensitive. So
Only
you might not feel it unless the fork is moving kind of fast.
Right. Yeah.
But I am told, and I believe it, that it's very noticeable on the trail. So
Ooh,
that's cool.
Exciting.
Yeah, I'm excited. I got the bronze one. It should look good with my gold decal or my gold accents on, just the logo.
Yeah, totally.
And the rear shock.
Totally. I put after I crashed and I bent the brake lever on my thigh, I replaced it with the Freedom Coast.
Yeah.
And in my mind's eye, I thought that the logo was a little bit golder than it is.
Oh.
So I am rocking gold levers.
Well, they match your shock, right? The Kashima? Or no?
I have the
You don't
Performance
have that
Elite,
shock.
but
Yeah.
if I got that, I've actually been thinking about getting that X2.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, but that's cool. The Push 9-1. I've been thinking about that too.
Yep. Wasn't it cool to have Garen on the podcast?
Oh my gosh.
I still need to thank him. He did awesome.
Yeah.
Man, I didn't really say anything, but I was struggling with the worst sinus pain.
Oh, that's right. No,
Yeah.
Afterwards you had mentioned.
And it's something that had been kind of like on and off, but kind of generally getting worse for like okay, so I know I should have gone to the doctor, just for
with the
anyone
sinus.
who wants to point that out.
Right.
But it had been
Hey,
bothering
Tani,
me
maybe you
for
should go to the
a couple
doctor,
months.
Right. Oh, man.
And somehow I got in my head that the doctor's only recourse was going to be to prescribe antibiotics.
Right.
And I'm totally okay with taking antibiotics.
Right.
I just think that they're like a pretty serious measure in my mind that,
totally.
that I
weren't quite ready to go there.
I wasn't quite ready to go there.
Totally.
So, man,
Did they total recall you?
so check. I had to go to the doctor for something else, which we're going to talk about a little later, I think. And I told him about the sinus pain because so after that podcast, I was like breaking down. I was like ready to go to the doctor.
Right.
And you and Garen carried the podcast. It was awesome. Thanks. I was just like,
Oh gosh. You did a good job at hiding it.
thank you. Yeah. I like to think I have a fairly high pain tolerance. So,
Right.
but I'm not like Maxwell where like I enjoy it
Right,
almost.
exactly.
Like,
Right.
I can
Tolerate.
is
You
a
could-
key word.
yeah.
I can also be a baby about it, right? Like,
Okay.
so,
When you cross the threshold. Right.
well, it doesn't have to be that bad of pain for me to be a baby about it if I have space to.
Oh yeah. Okay.
But
Yeah.
if like for example, like I'm now at home and like my guard's down and I just feel like letting myself be a baby.
Right.
So it's crazy. I'm sharing this partly because if even one person
Can
has
learn.
so the doctor gave me this super specific sinus rinse protocol. Do you do sinus rinses?
Yeah, I mean, every morning I just drink water through my nose, and
What? Are you being serious?
I am.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. I didn't know that's even a way to do it.
I don't know if it's a sinus rinse, but I just
You drink water through your
my
nose.
Yeah, just pull it all the way through, and then clear my nose out the other way. So I don't know if that's a sinus rinse, but maybe.
It sounds like it. How do you get it in there?
Just cup my hands like this, and
You breathe it in?
yep.
Oh, whoa.
But you don't breathe it because I don't want to do.
Is this like a family learning or like how did you learn that?
Well, I mean, like everyone kind of clears their nose, like when you're riding, what have you.
Yeah.
And then I was like, well, if I just pull a little water into my nose and then like clear it, it feels good. And then, because I used to have pretty bad allergies, and so then I was like, I wonder if I could just completely clear it out.
What was it that guy said to you at the gun range?
Got gills. Maybe I do. Yeah. Got gills. Exactly. I didn't even connect
I've
the two.
never heard of this, but
Okay,
I'm
so anyways.
always excited
Sorry
to learn.
to
No,
hear the
no,
things.
please. I'm thankful. This is
But anyways, helps keep my sinuses
so.
clear.
Do you know of anyone else who does this?
I mean, like it's to me. I just thought
You invented it.
it's a more extreme version of like the neti pot things, like the little like
Yeah, it had never even occurred to me that it's an option to breathe it into your throat.
right, like drink it.
Drink it, as you say. Like someone who came out of the womb doing this.
Oh, yeah, right. Well, like when you just get like ragdoll surfing,
Totally.
sometimes you feel like,
I never felt like I was drinking it.
but I mean,
felt
like you
I was
feel like it goes
drowning.
all the way through. Yeah, drowning. It feels like it goes, and that's actually what you have to.
Maybe because I don't have gills.
Yeah, exactly. It does feel like you're drowning a little. You just got to get past that.
Okay, so I'll tell you the
Okay,
protocol.
so what's your protocol? Sorry.
It's like you get the packet, and it's a squeeze bottle,
Oh yeah,
and the end of it fits in your nostril and makes a seal.
Yeah.
And it comes with like 100 little packets of saline,
Got it.
something.
Yeah.
And okay, so I had never done any form of sinus rinse until my sinuses were really bothering me.
All right.
And then I had started kind of doing like a neti pot type thing.
Right.
And it kind of seemed to be helping, but like I was still
Oh,
screwed.
Yeah.
And so when the doctor recommended I do this, I was skeptical, but I was like, I'm going to try anything. So he's like, you get that squeeze bottle, you do the thing, you do the protocol. He's like, but there's one thing. He's like, you hold your head with your head kind of back a little bit. And he explained that people have multiple sinuses, and that some of them, and so I was having a lot of tooth pain from my sinus pain. He's like, yeah, those are from the ones down further. And he's like, to get to those, you kind of have to hold your head back when you do it.
Oh, interesting.
And it goes in one nostril and out the other. And you kind of hold your head back, and then give it a second, and then you lean forward, and it all the stuff that was in the lower sinuses comes out. And I did that one time, and the next day I was able to water pick this area of my mouth that I haven't been able to water pick in like a month
Because
or
it
more.
was so painful.
Yeah, because the sinuses were making my gums hurt.
Oh
and they were
my
making one of my
gosh.
teeth hurt.
What?
Like, yeah. So it's insane. Like I was having trouble eating.
Oh my gosh, Tani.
So it was helping me get to my goal of waist being half my height. But
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you're looking fighting weight.
I'm not there, but
You're getting there.
I had put on a little weight over the fall because I had been I worked do you know that I worked in the shop every single day, October, November, December?
Oh my gosh.
And I think took one day off in January, sort of.
Man,
Like I didn't come to the shop one day in January.
it's
It's
like
been a lot.
100 days straight.
100 days straight.
Oh my gosh.
So
Wait, so do you keep on doing this sinus rinse?
I did it. Sorry, I got
You
distracted.
did it once.
I did it once, And the next day I was just cured. And yeah, I mean, I have noticed that I got to keep doing it or it starts to come back. So I'm doing it morning and night right now.
Right.
It's amazing. And I've never felt more like open.
Right.
In the
so when you do that, you squeeze it in and then it goes in and then you lean forward and then it comes out?
So most of it comes out the other nostril.
Right away.
Just
straight away, yeah.
Like over the sink.
Got it.
But if you tilt your head kind of back a little bit while you do it, some stays...
goes into
the sinuses that needed you to do that to get anything in them, that it stays in there till you tilt your head forward a little bit.
Got it. Yeah, so I've heard there's some insane volume of sinus area in your...
I think he said we have a lot of sinus.
Yeah, that's what
us peoples.
Us peoples.
Yeah.
It's like, do you remember how much?
No, I was trying. I think he might have said 6 sinuses.
6 sinuses, and the volume is
3 sets. I don't know. I forget.
I'll Google it afterwards. You know, and what the volume is. I want to say it's like a pint or something like that.
Gnarly.
Yeah, in your head. I thought maybe your brain doesn't take as much. Anyways,
back to bikes for a minute, and then
back to bikes, and then
So we're expecting some of the new Rayon RSs in really soon
because we were talking about Garen, and with that Rayon,
I sidetracked us really good. I sidetracked us, and then I sidetracked us within my sidetracking because you mentioned you touched on my vanity,
right? Made you feel good. No, So Shop is going to get some of the new Rayon RS.
Well, I think the first one's coming soon, and we have a good handful coming over the next month or 3.
That is cool.
And we can definitely pre-order them and take pre-orders and everything. Our staff knows how to check what's on order.
Because I think, didn't Garen say that in this first shipment, there's like 9 of them going to shops across?
Yeah, not very many.
So that's pretty fantastic. Did you have a chance to ride that?
Not really. It was a large, and I was going through that sinus thing.
Yeah. So, man, with that Fox X2 Neo and everything is integrated, that's going to be exciting.
And it really... Okay, so whether it's loved or not, and whether it is a great success or not, I really, really respect what's going on with that bike. Yeah. And what I respect about it is it presents a vision that is slightly different than any vision of a bike fantasy that I had ever quite had.
And
it's a cool vision.
Yeah.
And I really, really do think that it is somewhere, a lot of people who maybe have never ridden an e-bike or seen e-bikes on the trail, it might be, it's kind of a little closer to what I first pictured an e-bike being like before I ever tried one.
Right.
You know that moment when you jump on an e-bike, you're like, whoa, this thing really goes.
Right, exactly.
And before that, I was more expecting like just a little cheat.
Assist, yeah.
Right? And it's kind of more of that.
Yeah.
So it's almost more like an equalizer and less of an e-bikeizer.
It's an equalizer bike. So yeah, that Rayon RS is an impressive bike.
Yeah, I bet it downhill's probably as good as you could want. Pretty, world-class downhill level.
Yeah.
And it's at a weight range where I would say some people would strap extra weight to it for handling. It's that light.
Sure. Right. Yeah. Under 40 pounds. 40 pounds
right about there. Yeah.
And yes, that's actually what I've had me thinking about the inverted forks and the Push 9.1 that you just got.
Yeah. Can't wait.
Yeah, exactly. Because I actually put my 180 coil converted Zeb back on my Bullet.
Is that scratching your itch?
It is.
Pretty good.
It is pretty good. But see, like, it's an amazing, how that fork is set up is incredible. But, if I got a Rayon, I think I'd move that fork onto the Rayon.
Lighter.
And then I could get a inverted fork for the Bullet.
Man, if I had a fork that could take a dual crown, it would be hard for me to not put one on there.
A frame. Yeah.
Or a frame, rather.
Yeah. 190, make it like 190. Maybe a Dorado because it's inverted. Right. Yeah, no, that is very true too.
I will say my ultimate fork fantasy is dual crown and inverted.
Golly, that would be
Not for every bike,
yeah,
but for bikes where weight is kind of like a third or fourth
yeah,
level priority.
yeah, yeah. Because that fork might be a bit heavier than a non-inverted dual crown fork.
I bet it might be, but I also suspect not that much. Because you have to add the crown,
Yeah.
but then you can run a 1 1/8 steer, which I think could be lighter.
Yep.
And you also don't need nearly as beefy of an upper crown stanchion interface.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So I think you could get some of you add the weight of the upper crown, but then I think you get some of it back, maybe.
Yeah.
So yeah. You see, there's a Four Corners cleanup day coming.
Yeah.
It's ride or drive up Maple Springs with the Warrior Society of the Santa Anas to Four Corners on Monday, February 16th.
That's President's Day. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Darshan, he was on the show two shows ago.
Another shout out to Darshan.
Yep.
Awesome guest.
Awesome guest.
Awesome guy.
And great work with what they're doing.
Really excited about the energy he's bringing to our community right now.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Yep, 100%.
Yeah, I knew that he was bringing the energy, and he's really, really leaning in. It's exciting. So that's on Monday, February 16th.
The group will install trash bags at a trash bag station, interact with motorists. I'm not sure what that means, and pick up trash around the Four Corners landing area. There will be an opportunity to ride up to Majeska or Santiago Peaks afterwards. Meet at the bottom of Motorway, Maple Springs Trailhead at noon. Message Darshan at Warrior Society.
Warriors of Santa Ana's.
Or no, message at warriorsofsantaana's.com.
Yep, on Instagram.
There you go.
Actually, it's not .com. I think it's just their tag is Warriors of Santa Ana's on Instagram.
I need to start wearing glasses when we do these shows. My eyes are continuing to get older. Yeah, that's right. You did read that correctly.
I have new lenses on mine, so that's why I can read them progressive.
So to correct one more time, on Instagram, Warriors of the Santa Anas.
Just Warriors of Santa Ana's.
I like to throw an extra the in a lot of things.
You do. It's okay. How about the social pace ride?
That's a good one. It's at Luiseno Bike Park, which I've never been to, but I hear is awesome and keeps getting more awesome.
I've never been there either.
We should go, maybe for your birthday.
That would be cool. Yeah.
It's in San Diego, Saturday, February 22nd.
Right.
And the park is offering our group 20% off of the entry for the day.
Nice.
And to participate, contact Dorothy at support@thepathbikeshop.com.
Yep.
The group will meet at 8:45 a.m. The first shuttle rolls at 9 a.m. So they're going to shuttle, but I hear it's still a long ride with some climbing.
Right. So meet at the Luiseno Bike Park at 8:45.
That's true.
Not here. Don't meet here at 8:45.
But also maybe contact Dorothy ahead of time to just get all the details and
Totally.
get set up for the 20% off.
Yep. That's
And
fantastic.
I think maybe buy the ticket ahead of time online. I'm not sure.
Right.
I imagine you do.
Right. Ah, cool. Other shop rides going on?
Not before this, not in the time frame that is going to be
true.
relevant for
That's
the window
true.
when this comes
That's
out.
true.
Yeah. But man, the new Shuttle LT.
Oh,
What about that?
Yes.
Man, it looks good.
There's a lot of stuff going on with that bike. We're looking at 3 of them in the shop.
2 colors. One of them's black and purple. Auk let Pivot know that he thought they should have used more purple.
That purple is very cool. I love
cool.
that purple.
Yes,
That's why I was like,
yes, please, in seconds.
and in seconds, right? Yeah, that purple is awesome. And then the other one is white and black.
I like the white and black.
I do like the white and black too.
I like the black and purple. They're both really good.
Yeah. You know what the white and black sort of reminds me of? Is not totally, but there's a prototype that was carbon and lugged.
Yes.
And kind of that, like, again, it's obviously not the same thing, but I like that sharp contrast of the silver lugs and the carbon. And so the white and black reminds me of that sharp contrast.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so much going on with the Shuttle LT. Let's just maybe with the part spec.
Can I start with with all the adjustments? Because I think
Yep.
what sets this bike apart are two things: the floating battery, which we'll touch on in a second, and all the adjustments.
Yeah.
I was just trying to count them. I think it's 7.
Oh man.
So let's see. Let's do it together.
All right.
7 things, maybe.
7 things.
So Slacky McSteep tube.
Slacky big seat tube. Right.
Slacky McSteep tube, which is adjustable seat tube angle.
Yeah, that's amazing.
It's an insert that goes into the frame, and whichever way you put it in, it is either slacker or steeper.
Yep.
And they've been doing a very similar thing on their gravel bikes. For people who are concerned, it seems pretty worked out.
Yeah.
Very cool. So Slacky McSteep tube. You get the adjustable chainstays.
That's impressive.
And
Yep.
it's similar to what they have on the Firebird with the kind of spacer chip thing.
Yep.
Then you have adjustable progressiveness on the shock.
Yep.
You have geometry flip chip.
Yep.
You have a big head tube
Yep.
for running a possible angle set or reach adjust.
Yep.
I
So
guess
you
maybe I
count
was
that
counting
as
that twice.
You could count that. I'll count that twice. Either steeper head tube or a slacker head tube or longer reach.
Maybe it's really only 5 things.
Yeah, but that is
It's a lot of things.
that's a lot of things going on with that. With the adjustability. What is the reach on the medium?
If I remember correctly, it's 468
Yeah.
in high.
Yeah. Which I really like that, the fact that Pivot is gone with that.
Man, let's come back to Reach and what's going on with Reach. The
Okay.
show, if we remember. I
Yeah.
didn't put it in the notes, but this stuff is weird with Reach. But anyway.
All right. Yeah.
Um,
There's also some. So yeah. So that's a lot of adjustments. What's interesting? Talk about the fork.
yeah, so on the team and the pro,
Yep.
the top 2 price points, there's 3 price points, both come with the podium inverted fork.
Right.
But the pro comes with something we haven't seen before,
Right.
which this was the thing the crew zeroed in on and is all excited about, is the Performance Elite podium fork.
Yeah. Right.
Yep.
So you get
Same fork minus the gold stanchions.
yeah. And that's the black looks really good.
I think the gold and the black both have distinct and different really good looks.
Yeah, that's true.
I kind of think the shred signaling of not paying for the gold
Right.
is kind of an attitude,
Yep.
but yeah.
Yeah. Do they have a Performance Elite X2?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I would have to double check.
Yeah.
But there's one other thing about this bike that's actually groundbreaking, different, unique, and I think I haven't researched this enough to know for sure, but I think I'm using that word correctly, as in no one else is doing it.
Correct.
It's the only bike that has this,
I think you're right.
and it's a floating battery.
Yep.
The idea is, you know how e-bikes kind of feel like a brick?
Yep.
What's going on there, I think, and that's the story from
Right.
Pivot on this too, and it lines up with my worldview,
Yep.
is that the down tube, it can't flex on an e-bike because the battery can't flex.
Right.
So it's engineered to be the
unit.
battery is structural, and the stiffness of the frame has to be stiff enough to not damage the battery.
Right.
So it's like the down tube controls torsional flex of the head tube, and it also controls well, that's mainly what it controls.
Yeah.
But anyway, so it makes the bike feel dead and kind of like a brick.
Yeah.
And so what they did is, and I haven't seen the mounts yet, but how they've been described to me is, it's a carbon fiber mount that's the mount flexes
Yep.
and allows the frame to move freely independent of the battery without putting any stress on the battery.
Is it a carbon fiber or is it a nylon mount?
Well, someone told me it's carbon fiber, but this might be one of those like I didn't really
We'll
read
see.
the full.
No,
diagram.
it might be. So whether it's
What
carbon
made you
fiber,
did something make you think that?
I thought we'll see. I thought I saw a video that said it was nylon,
Interesting.
but some sort of nylon composite.
Interesting.
But
Maybe that's the contact point and the carbon's the flex point.
yeah.
I don't know.
But anyways, either way, carbon or otherwise, to have that floating battery concept, that is unique.
So Jason from Halters, I was supposed to go out and ride this bike,
Right.
but I got a kidney stone, right? I couldn't go.
Ooh.
So, I'm pretty bummed. I was really looking forward to going and hanging out with Pivot,
Right.
and checking out the new Shuttle LT and riding with the crew. Wasn't in the cards. So Jason, I was looking forward to seeing Jason from Halter Cycles in New Jersey, who's a buddy of mine, a friend of mine, an actual real friend,
Right.
not just a pal.
Right. Exactly.
So,
You have friends? Do I have friends?
at least one.
Right.
So he did get to ride it, and he said he felt the difference. He said it doesn't have that e-bike brick feeling.
Wow. Interesting. I really want to try that Shuttle LT. There's just so much stuff going on with that bike, including the floating battery.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So
it's 162 or 165 on the travel.
170 fork.
170 fork. You can you can run either MX or 29.
Comes MX,
but it's compatible road.
has a geometry flip chip.
Yeah.
You could make it work with 29.
Can't you run either an 800 or a 600 watt hour battery?
Good question. Probably it comes with an 800 watt hour battery.
Yeah.
And you know what? Doing some basic like word problem math, I think that does mean it can work with a 600 watt hour battery.
Right.
Too, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe. Actually, you know what? I can't think of a bike. No, maybe not. I don't know.
We'll have to verify that.
Yeah.
I do like where the charger is on it. It's kind of like where the down tube. It's on the top side of the down tube.
It's in the front of the lower shock mount, right?
In front of the lower shock mount.
Yeah, right in front of the lower shock mount, kind of right over the motor.
Yep. Allows for a short cord for the extender.
And a clean
range extender.
Pretty clean routing.
Yep.
Too, and it's out of the way.
Yeah, exactly.
And also not visible as much from either profile.
Right.
Yeah, I like it. I like that. And the battery is removable.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Without dropping the motor.
Right.
Which seems interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, there's definitely people who they need that. If you need that, you need that, and that's your thing.
Right.
And you know what? It's cool for serviceability. Because there are kind of a lot of times when we're like dropping a motor to say put a different brand rear brake on a bike because the hose can't get through the battery without doing it.
Yeah.
Sometimes it can, but sometimes it can't.
Right.
So yeah.
Are there any demos in the cards?
Well, I have one coming.
Oh man.
So people can demo mine. They don't have enough of them to sell demos yet, to us. So it's definitely a bike we're gonna have for now.
Yeah. That's fantastic.
But it's not quite. There aren't enough of them yet for demos.
Right.
We got 17 though.
Oh, nice. I think these things are gonna sell.
Oh yeah, I bet you there will be less than 10 by the time the podcast comes out.
Man, that is exciting. That is exciting news. And so you're going to end up having the Rayon Equalizer bike, at least one, and then also you've got the LTs.
Yep. And we're still going nuts on selling Orbea 2025 Orbeas, especially wilds, at 25% off.
That's impressive.
It's wild.
It's wild.
People love their wilds.
Yeah, I love mine.
Yeah. They're
Yeah,
good
for
bikes.
sure. For sure. But dang, you said you got a kidney stone.
Oh my gosh. So I woke up and I
Yeah.
thought I had like a gas bubble or something.
Right.
And then it turned into like pain.
Yeah.
And then over the course of like the next 30 minutes, it turned into like this really hurts. Like, I don't think I can go to work. And then over the next 30 minutes, it turned into like, I think I might need to go to the hospital.
Oh, man.
And then over the next 30 minutes, it was like, this is like the worst pain I've ever felt. And then about 30 minutes after that, I was like, I should have driven myself to the hospital while I still could. Because I couldn't, like, I couldn't see straight. I couldn't think straight. Like,
Oh my gosh.
and I mean, I think I've endured some pretty good pain,
Yeah.
right? I mean, so I told Maxwell had a similar situation when we first knew him. And I was texting with Maxwell, and he's like, classic Maxwell, he's like, shoot, man, whenever that happened to me, my already high, it helped me make my already high pain tolerance even higher.
Oh,
And he like seemed happy about it. I was like, freaking Maxwell, you're the man.
oh my gosh. Oh man.
When I was leaving, the nurse looked at me and she's like, I've had multiple women tell me they'd rather go through birth again than do what you just did.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, oh, yeah, it kind of checks out. It definitely reset. So a couple of things I noticed about it.
Yeah.
One is it kind of like made me feel less afraid of everything for a few days.
Oh wow.
Like I was that just like defeated and just like, and shaken, and also just like, kind of just like my scale for what to be afraid of was shifted.
Yeah.
So like, just say I'm like afraid of heights. I just like, oh, throw me off a roof, no problem, or throw me off a tall building, no problem, right?
Hey, you
like,
could rip my thumbnails off.
yeah.
That'd be no problem.
yeah, do it,
You
just
know,
do
like-
it. Like,
Just stick the
burn me at the stake,
stick the toothpicks
burn me alive,
under
drown
my
me.
nails.
All my
Oh,
worst
God,
fears,
yeah, exactly.
right? Like,
Oh gosh. On a
And
scale of 1 to 10.
right. So that's funny that you should ask that, because I knew they were going to ask me that when I got to the hospital,
yeah.
right? And I was like trying to figure out how to phrase it, because I was like, well, are you asking about my old scale or my new scale?
This has redefined it for me.
Like, right?
Oh,
So like if 1 to 10 is 1 being like, something that hurts a little bit, and 10 being like when I broke my foot off and the
Right.
recovery from that, I was like, it's like a 15. Like, granted,
this one goes to 11.
and when you go through stuff like this, you think a lot, and it's like, but also pain is measured. I think it's a intensity times time. Intensity.
yeah.
Time. It's so the broken ankle wins out on the time,
Because it was, totally.
months of that feeling.
Yeah.
But I will say,
The intensity.
the intensity is insane.
Oh
I don't recommend it.
So have you passed this thing?
No. I went and got an X-ray. So tomorrow will be 2 weeks.
Right. Oh my gosh.
I went. It's 6 millimeters.
Dude, that is like
a lot of our listeners
it's a
knows what
quar-
6
that's-
millimeters looks like.
that's a 1/4 inch.
It's just under a 1/4 inch, just barely, like a fraction of a millimeter under a 1/4 inch.
Yep.
Yeah. I learned some anatomy. There's a tube that goes from your kidney to, I think I remember learning about this like
Yep.
30 years ago, but I
Okay.
had definitely forgotten.
Yep.
There's a tube that goes from your bladder to your kidney that
Okay.
apparently has a 3 millimeter or something like that internal diameter.
Right.
So that's what my 6 millimeter thing was going through.
Oh my gosh.
So when I got my X-ray, it's at the end of that tube at the opening to the bladder. And I'm seeing a urologist, which I'll tell you after the show. Let's just say the urologist made some insensitive comments to me about my body. You know what it reminded me of? When someone makes kind of a really offensive joke to me that maybe, okay, so like I'm Jewish, right? By ethnicity,
yeah.
right? So if someone, say, for example, makes kind of a really cheap Jewish joke, right?
Okay.
It does. I have really thick skin about stuff like that,
Right.
but I did just learn that you're super insensitive, right?
Right.
Like-
right.
So it doesn't really hurt my feelings, but it changes
Yeah.
my perception
Yeah,
of like
exactly.
maybe even if you're good at being a surgeon,
Yeah.
like
right. Oh man. Oh man.
Yeah. So, so, anyway, she said that if I've grown, I like her.
Okay.
I think she's just maybe like good at surgery. I told my doctor,
Sure.
my doctor's
Yeah.
like, surgeons are a different type. I was like, I get it.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, totally.
So,
Gosh.
so once it gets to the bladder, the surgery isn't needed, but apparently it can get stuck at that entrance.
The exit of the
Ureter, I believe it's
Ureter?
called.
Okay.
Ureter,
ureter.
I think. Not the urethra,
Right,
which
right.
apparently has like a 7 or an 8 or bigger millimeter inner diameter.
Got it.
So passing it through that should be relatively
Right.
peaceful,
And is my understanding these things aren't smooth? They're like spiky.
I guess. Yeah, I think so.
6 millimeter spiky thing trying to get past through your 3 millimeter ureter.
So I'm hoping I'm going to get another imaging done in about a week, and if it hasn't moved into the bladder, I'm going to get a little surgery.
Right. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And then,
But the painful part's over because it's moving through that tube. That's the painful part.
Oh
And that
my
actually
gosh.
ended, for the most part, like a week ago.
so you like had a week of this?
So the really intense pain, I stopped taking any sort of pain medication after. I stopped taking the heavier pain medication after about 30 hours
Got
because
it.
the pain was just subsiding.
Right.
And I stopped taking the prescription ibuprofen,
Right.
the 600 milligram ibuprofen, after maybe like 3 or 4 days
Oh.
because it had turned into like discomfort.
Right.
And then after a few more days after that, it's been like every once in a while I kind of feel something,
Right.
but nothing crazy, nothing where I felt like I needed to take a pill or like an ibuprofen even.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so I've been pain free for the first time in months, and it's like, Matt, you know how much you can appreciate, how great life, everything can be falling apart around you, and if you've been in a lot of pain for a while and you're pain free, it's just like, oh,
This is so good.
so good to not be.
But
hurting.
you still might have to pass a 6 millimeter thing through, like,
Apparently, some
urinating?
people don't even notice they're passing it, because again, the urethra is a much bigger inner diameter.
I don't know.
But I've been straining. I've been drinking a ton of water
And
to
you-
try to pass it, and I have been straining all my pee.
Just
Kind of gross and weird, but
yeah,
like,
yeah.
do what you got to do.
Little like cheesecloth or
No, they gave me a
fishnet.
strainer at the hospital, like a little plastic pee strainer.
Less than little like smaller than 6 millimeters. That's all.
They
you
also
need.
gave me a little pee jar to like in case I can't like I'm somewhere maybe or whatever. I don't know why, but that thing's definitely going in my van after.
a little 6 millimeter
No.
spiky.
No, the pee jar.
Oh, the pea jar, yeah.
It's going to be a nice addition to my van kit.
Oh man. Maybe you could save that thing. I mean, quarter inch. That's no joke.
Yeah, I'm going to give it to them for analysis so they can help me figure out what to do to avoid it in the future.
Got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, for real.
Oh gosh. The start of the year has not from an quote pain has not treated you and I well.
Totally. Yeah, you had the biggest bruise of all time.
Right. I've been reflecting on that because Harold is pretty much receded to just in like a gigantic internal knot now. He's not really like,
Yeah, bruise is underselling it for sure too.
yeah, right. And I did a decently big bike ride. I've been doing some trail running, but it's really interesting, like because of the tightness on the flexing my leg back still there, it is just making me slower because I got to like overcome that every step, every stride. But man, I was just reflecting on how gnarly the bruising was from, just like jabbing you with the broomstick and then watching your entire leg from that just turn huge and purple.
It's alarming.
How is that? I was like,
A lot of damaged blood vessels,
right in that very local area. Yeah. I was,
and then a lot of swelling.
yeah, the swelling, and just reflecting on that, how for a number of days not being able to see Harold because the whole leg was swollen so much around him. I was like, oh,
Someday I'll meet you, Harold.
he's gone away. And then when all the swelling went down, I'm like, oh no, you were just like chilling inside the swelling.
Never went away.
Never went away. Jeez.
Don't call it a comeback.
Yeah, exactly.
Big boy.
Anyways, glad to be back running and riding. Glad to see that I think you said you're cleared for normal activities.
I am.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Which I'm excited about that. I couldn't focus. And you know what? Some gnarly stuff happened in my personal life in the last few weeks too. 2 weeks, 3 weeks. And between all the pain and like all the doctor visits and all the drinking water and all the urinating, I was having trouble focusing. So I was having trouble getting work done.
Right.
And I couldn't spend more than like an hour or so at the shop because I need to go home and drink a bunch of water and pee a bunch and strain it.
Yeah.
And also because at first because I was uncomfortable, but then just because of anyway, so it's been trippy how just being like in my house, this, like, I think I've been having a lot of conversations with myself. Like, I think I'm handling this pretty well.
Just like trying to center yourself. Yeah.
Like, all right, I'm not totally freaking out. Like,
oh my gosh. Because it's long hours of lack of focus and you like when you can't work.
And just like, I was shaken by the pain.
Man.
And just to go back to that too, you know, when you get there and they ask you what your pain is on a scale of 1 to 10.
Yeah.
I'm sure they have their reasons for asking, but when you say it's at 15 and they just put you in the waiting room to wait 20 minutes and then put you in another waiting room to wait 20 minutes,
You're
it's like, why did you ask me that?
Right.
It kind of makes me feel unheard. And I'm sure that there are people who needed attention worse than I did, and that the nurses and doctors were working as fast as they could and all that. So I'm not complaining.
You were at 15 this whole time, and you're just like,
oh, so in the second waiting room, I've been in there for like 20 minutes, and I started feeling like I needed to lie down.
Yeah.
I was dripping sweat, like pouring sweat. I had a panic attack, like in the waiting room, and that's when they came out and they're like, "Are you okay, sir?" And I was like, and they're like, "All right, come on back." I was probably like sheet white. I was my shirt was drenched in sweat.
Oh, right.
Like,
oh my gosh,
it was a good one. It was definitely a lot of weakness leaving the body in that situation.
You should have called me.
You know, if I had been thinking straight, I would have called you and not suffered the humility of asking my ex to take.
My gosh.
Yeah, Jamie. I called Jamie.
Oh, wow.
Who, like, we're on good terms and we're good at co-parent. I think we're a good co-parenting team, but like, it definitely stung my pride to have to ask her for help.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm always. Yeah, dude. I mean, yeah,
it's cool. She helped and she was nice about it, which I'm very grateful for.
Right.
And
did she sit with you in the?
She did.
Whoa.
Yeah. She was nice about it. She like supported me and everything.
Yeah.
I was just proud about accepting it.
Right. You know, I can't help but wonder that, like, when I went in, I can't help but wonder if having Eric there actually helped, like, validate what I was saying. You know, because, you know, like, maybe they just looked at you and you're like, it's like a 15, and they're like,
there is no 15. Go sit down and wait.
Just probably wimp out at the slightest, like, sneeze. What, your sinuses hurt? Is that what you're going to tell us?
Well, what's funny is my sinuses, you know that thing where they say, like, something hurts and you, like, punch yourself in the leg?
Totally.
It works, dude.
Oh
my sinuses, I didn't feel anything from my sinuses the whole time that was happening.
Oh, my gosh.
And then, you know, in the hospital, the morphine kicks in.
And then
you really don't feel your sinuses.
Yeah. Man, I was hoping the morphine was going to make me feel better.
It didn't.
It just took the edge off. And I think
it actually worked in my case. Or whatever they gave me.
Yeah.
Whatever they put in my
the
IV.
dose that they gave you. That's fantastic. But, you know, that's funny you say that about your sinuses and your kidney stone. To a lesser degree, did I tell you this? So I've had all kinds of weird tightness in my leg and pains, like, in my lower leg, and then pains in my, like inner quad, and I just kind of attributed it to when you just like super tight. Of course, it's going to tweak things, and you're going to feel sore. So I was just like, okay, my whole leg's kind of sore. Well, I was finally getting to a point where I was like, okay, I'm going to try and massage some of the sore parts, not Harold, but just some of the other sore parts. And I was like massaging. My IT band felt super tight, like to the point of pain. I'm like,
Is it ever not?
Yeah, right?
I mean, my IT band's just always tight.
Always tight. And mine is too. So, but this was like
Extra.
and kind of like painful to the touch. And I was like, well, that makes sense. I mean, pulling on the inside. So I started massaging the outside. And then I realized, I think actually what happened is the bike smacked me on the outside of the leg. And so I had this pretty rad bruising on the outside of the leg too. But when my whole leg is bruised, you don't see it. But that bruise stayed even after the rest of it has kind of gone away. And I was like touching my outside of my leg. I'm like, ow, that's really painful. I was like, I think the outside of my leg got smacked.
Yeah.
And I just didn't notice that it was an injury.
Deconstructing your crashes afterwards and figuring out what happened is always the weirdest thing.
I was like, man. So anyways, yeah, geez, I am so glad that you're past the super bad pain.
Thanks. I am too.
Yeah. So you could ride. Can you get back to jiu-jitsu?
Yep.
Oh, have you?
Not yet.
Got
I
it.
just learned this yesterday afternoon.
Oh, awesome.
And today's been hectic. And yesterday, I didn't expect that, so I wasn't planning around it. You know what I've been doing? They say walking helps it move along, so I've just been doing laps around my block.
Right.
After dinner, I just walk laps around my block.
Is running better or just walking?
Running was, I was not cleared for anything quote unquote strenuous until yesterday.
Oh, so they were like,
I probably could have run.
They're like, just
but I was
walk.
playing it safe and taking the advice because like I didn't want that feeling to come back.
Right. So just walk.
That's what I've been doing.
Man.
Now I could run a little maybe.
Right. Man.
Riding?
So
I'm excited to go riding, and thinking of going riding reminds me of something I wanted to mention.
Yeah.
I looped my bullet out.
Whoa, what?
Climbing. Okay, so the motor looped me out.
Yeah.
So part of this is, there's been a little back and forth with us about like, are bikes getting too powerful, and are they getting to the point where some people might have a hard time managing the power, right?
Yeah, totally.
So I guess I'm one of those people.
With the overrun.
So yeah, it's, at Oaks, there's like a few times on the kind of earlier parts of the chutes climb where, particularly one where it's a right switchback and it's steep, but then after the turn it levels out.
Yeah, totally.
But in the turn it's steep.
Yeah.
So that move where you kind of like lift the front wheel maybe 6 inches off the ground and just swing it around in a switchback like that on an e-bike in particular, it's kind of like really natural.
Totally.
I was doing that, not even thinking about it, and next thing I knew, the bike was like running away from me, and I didn't even have my finger on the brake because I was climbing.
Oh my God.
And
looped out.
I looped out. I landed on my butt. And I immediately thought, I'm going to talk about this on the podcast.
That is awesome. Yeah. Well, what I didn't realize is in certain modes in the MTB Plus, the overrun is related to proportional to the amount of effort you're putting into it.
Right.
So
I had been putting in a lot of effort, and then it kept going at that effort, and it leveled out. And I wonder if there's going to be some retuning because it was pretty gnarly. Like,
wow.
I've crashed a lot of times. So for someone like me, just kidding. No, no, it could be dangerous. And it was a little out of hand. Like, but I will also say I had just gone into the app and turned up all the settings all the way up.
Right.
So the dynamics I had turned all the way up.
Wow. So
I just wanted to see what
I
wanted to see what 10 felt like. Didn't mean to get to 15.
Exactly. Right. Exactly. Oh man. Wow. That's cool.
I guess. I mean, it's cool in the sense that
you were able to experience.
I was able to experience an example of what we're talking about, where like they're getting powerful enough to like add some danger on if you turn them all the way up.
Right.
And if you're not careful, I mean, I would say it's still safer than descending those trails most of the time because gravity's on your side for the brakes, if nothing else.
Yeah.
But you're starting to almost, and this is like that chutes climb is a really good example of this. I bet on on a Gen 5 Bosch turned up all the way up. I bet it would be somewhat close the descending time versus the climbing time. Maybe not that close, but like there's a lot of turns is my point.
Yeah.
So like even on a descent, you're not just blazing the whole
So
way.
if you descended not the fast line down chutes, but if you descended the exact same way that you climbed.
So there's not that many times on that descent, because that's the climbing route too. But if you were to go down that,
if you were to descend
there's not
the climbing
that
route,
many straightaways where you're getting over 20.
Yeah, that's true.
And you might not be getting to 20 faster.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
And there's some traversey stuff.
And that traversey stuff, even though it is on the climb, it is climbing.
I would like to run the experiment.
Ooh, we should. Yeah, like full everything up.
And you can rip the corners harder when you're going uphill if you're carrying enough speed.
Yeah.
So like I think I carry more speed through those corners climbing on my bullet than I would descending in those trails.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Especially that section of switchbacks, because below that one, there's the 3 switch.
Yeah, and it's like a weird janky off camber turn, like
totally. And then below that is kind of the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and the climb below that is super mellow on 100 newton meters all the way turned up.
You can stay pretty close to
I think you could
cut off speed.
All right, let's try it.
I do think our descending times will be faster than our climbing times, but I think it'll be close enough to illustrate that, like, you're
it's getting close.
There might have been sections of the trail where you were faster on the climb.
Yeah.
There probably would be. I bet you that would be what
Yeah. I wonder if you could climb it in 4 minutes. I'm gonna say yes.
I would say probably, because it should be a 1/4 of your normal time, right? Which may be under 4 minutes if it's 1/4.
Oh my god. Oh yeah. I don't know if it's 1/4. It won't be.
It's putting out 4 times your effort, right?
Yeah, but
it's a heavier bike too,
and you could put out more than 150 watts. I think if you're climbing that at like,
isn't that 700 watts?
You're right. Yeah, I wonder what it takes to climb that thing in 6.5 minutes. Like,
I bet you could do it, no problem.
No, I mean, like, if you're muscle biking 6.5 minutes.
Oh, jeez. Probably tough to do if you're over about 140 pounds.
Yeah.
One of my guesses.
I wonder what the PRs are these days.
No, I'm sure there are some very strong people who aren't super light who can just do it.
Yeah.
But I bet a lot of the people who are really in that time frame are pretty lightweight.
Yeah, totally. Man.
I think that might be a podcast.
I think that might be a podcast.
All right. Thanks, Auk. Thanks to all of our listeners, and let's all love the bike we ride.